In this video, we'll be doing revision 2, right? Revision 2 for the chapter vector. So let's begin with the first question here. So in the first question, it says find the magnitude of each of the vector A and B having same magnitude. Their magnitudes are same and the angle between them is given 60 degree and their scalar product is, scalar is the dot product, is 9 by 2. So let's write down the information we have as of now. We know that A and B are two vectors of equal magnitude. So vector A magnitude is equal to vector B. Further, the theta, that is the angle between these two vectors, is given how much? 60 degree. And their scalar product, that is A dot B. A dot B is given how much? It is 9 over 2. Now let's begin with writing the formula. What is the relation between what is scalar product of two vector? A dot B is written as A magnitude, B magnitude, cos theta. Now replacing A dot B here as 9 over by 2. So I'm replacing this by 9 by 2. A magnitude and B magnitudes are equal. So I can replace A with B or B with A. That's all. And cos how much? 60 degree. Now this is 9 over 2. A magnitude into A magnitude is A magnitude whole square. And what is cos 60? Cos 60 is half, right? So I can cancel this and that results to give us A magnitude whole square is 9. That means A is how much? 3. A magnitude is 3 and magnitude is positive. So what we have to find out is the magnitude only. So we can declare this, right? So A and B are equal. So their magnitude, which we have obtained as 3. So this would be the answer for the first. In the next question, I can say we have to find lambda and nu, and we are given that vector this multiplied, that is cross product of these two vectors is given as 0. So what we can do, first of all, you should know here that the cross product of two vector is what represented using determinant. As you can see, I've written over here, this is ijk, then the coefficient of ijk in the first vector, coefficient of ijk in the second vector. Now next is to do expansion of this. I'm going to expand along R1. So along R1, say if I eliminate this row and column, it comes out to be y. What? I multiplied by this into this, that is 3 nu minus minus plus. So this is 3 nu plus 9 lambda. And along j, it is minus, right? Minus j, if I write this as minus j multiplied by. So I need to eliminate this row and this column. So this row and this column, when eliminated, we have to get the product of this and this. So check here what we are getting here. The product is nu multiplied by minus 27. I think, and then for k along, it's coming along this. If I eliminate this row, I'm getting minus lambda minus 9. And this is equal to what? This is equal to a 0 vector. That means the other side, that is on the right hand side, we can write 0i, 0j, and 0k. So that's what I'm going to do. This is 0i plus 0j plus 0k cap. Now comparing the LHS and RHS, we can see that the coefficient of I here, which is on the left hand side, is this equal to 0. Now if I take this minus sign inside, it is minus nu plus 27 equals 0. So from here I can see what I'm getting nu as, right? From this symbol, that is nu, comes out to be, this is nu, right? Comes out to be minus 27. No, it's positive 27 here. Now placing this positive 27 over here, right? On the LHS over here, what we are getting, 27 into 3 is how much? 81. So it's 81 plus 9 lambda should give you how much? 0. So 9 lambda is equal to minus 81. That results to. So now we get lambda here, lambda on transposing 9 to the other side, it will be what? Minus 9, 81 divided by 9. So we can now say that lambda, which is minus 9, and the value of nu is how much? Positive 27. Right. In the next question, if we have, it's given that A cross B whole square, right? Magnitude whole square, and A dot B magnitude whole square is equal to 400. Further, we are given the value of A magnitude and we have to get the value of B magnitude. Now what I'll do, first begin with writing the information. This is what we have. And check here, what is A cross B? A cross B is A magnitude, B magnitude, sine theta, right? It's a magnitude. But then I'm not placing n cap. This is because it's magnitude. N cap magnitude is 1. But then you can see it's a square over here. So it should be square of all of them. Similarly, I can write this other one as dot product. A dot B is what? A magnitude, B magnitude, cos theta. I'll write square over here because there is a square, whole square over here, and that is equal to given as 400. Now further you can check that this is coming common, right? I can see that this is common. So if I take this as common, let me show you what I mean to say here, that A magnitude whole square, B magnitude whole square is common in this case. So this is what I'll do. I'll take this thing as common. So if I take this as common, what we will get this as A magnitude square plus, not plus, this multiplied B magnitude square. Then what we get inside a bracket as sine square theta plus cos square theta. And that is equal to 400. Well, we are given the value of A magnitude. So A magnitude whole square will be 5 square, that is 25. That multiplied by modulus B magnitude whole square, and sine square plus cos square is 1. That multiplied by 1 is equal to 400. Right, this is equal to 400. Now if I reduce this by 16 times, so we can get B magnitude square as 16. So the value of B magnitude, as the magnitude cannot be negative, we'll simply writing 4 and not plus minus 4. So this is how we got the value of B magnitude as 4 here. Now in the next question it says vector A is this and vector B is this. We have to find the projection of A and B. So projection is nothing but the shadow of one vector over the other vector. So how do we get projection of A and B? The formula for finding projection of A on B is what? This is A dot B divided. It is on B, so it should be B magnitude. Had it been B on A, then it should have been B A magnitude. Now first thing that we'll do is to get A dot B, and how to get A dot B is the scalar product only. This is vector A dot B. So A vector is this. That means 7i plus j cap minus 4k cap, that multiplied by, this is 2i plus 6j plus 3k cap. Now check if I get its dot product is going to be what? Let me write down A dot B again. This is 7 into 2, that is 14. 1 into 6 is 6, and minus 4 into minus 3 is minus 12. That results to give you how much? This is 20 minus 12, which is 8 we got. And then we have to get B magnitude as well. B magnitude is what? Square under root 2 square, which is 4, plus 6 square, that is 36, plus 3 square, which is 9. It is how much? Under root 49. So we can say that the B magnitude is 7. Now next we are going to simply plug in the value over here. A dot B I can replace as 8 and B magnitude with 7. So we'll say that the projection of A on B is 8 over 7. In this question we are given what? A, B, C are mutually perpendicular unit vectors. So they are unit vectors and they are mutually perpendicular. So let's, and what we have to find out is the magnitude of 2A plus B plus C. Now, what is it mean by mutually perpendicular? It means A is perpendicular to B. It implies that A dot B will be 0. B is perpendicular to C. That means B dot C is equal to 0. And C is perpendicular to A. And therefore, it's going to be what? C dot A is equal to 0. Further, you can say they are unit vector. That means A magnitude should be equal to B magnitude should be equal to C magnitude, and that is equal to 1. Now, what we have to find out is 2A This is cap. So B. Okay. So if it is cap, it should have been vector, I suppose. 2A plus B plus C. Now, square of this is going to be what? We know that A magnitude whole square is what? A dot A. So this is what we are going to apply. I can say therefore that the modulus square of this going to be what? This is 2A plus B plus C dot 2A plus B plus C. Now, if I do the dot product, what is 2A into 2A? That is 2A dot A. That is 2 into 2 is 4, right? And what is A dot A? A dot A is A magnitude square. So I'll be writing this as A magnitude square. Similarly, I'll do with this first. That is B dot B is B magnitude square, right? And likewise, C dot C is going to be C magnitude square. So this is C magnitude square. For further calculation, this multiplied by this is what? 2 multiplied by A dot B. And this multiplied by this is what? 2 multiplied by A dot C. And what about the others? B multiplied by this is what? 2 vector B dot A, and B multiplied by C is B dot C. With C multiplied by this is going to be 2 times what I'm doing here. Yeah, this multiplied by this, that is 2. I think we have done that. C multiplied by, so 2 C dot A, and then C multiplied by B is going to be C dot B, and C dot C is done. Now figure out what you know here, that A dot B is 0, and therefore so is B dot A. So what I can see that, what I can say from here, that this is 0. So this is 0, this is 0, this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 0. And 0 multiplied by any number is 0. And therefore, we can say that this is 4 multiplied by A magnitude, and the magnitude of A is 1, and 1 square is 1. So 4 into 1 is 4. Similarly, this is B, and the B is also 1. So it's 1 square is 1 and plus 1. So it comes out to be how much? 6. Yeah, it should be 6. Now, why did not write I remaining? Because this is 0. So you can write 0 plus 0 plus 0. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, to show why it is 0. Now, since we are finding its whole square on the left hand side, when we have to get what? We have to get 2A plus B vector plus C vector magnitude. So if I transpose this square to the other side, it's going to be under root 6. So we'll declare this to be the answer. In the next question, we have a question where it says A vector, B vector, and C vector are unit vectors. So all three are unit vectors. That is, their magnitude is 1. And their sum is given as 0. We have to get the product of A dot B plus B dot A plus C dot A. Now, first thing we can do here is that we can write the magnitude of these three vectors is equal to 1, right? Each is of, these are unit vectors, so I wrote their magnitude as 1. What do we have to get is, what else we know, that A plus B plus C, the sum of these three vectors is given as 0. So the square of their magnitude will also be equal to 0. Now, what do we know? That A magnitude square can be written as A dot A. So this is what I'm going to do. So I can write this as A plus B plus C dot, this is again A plus B plus C, right? Will be equal to what remains 0 on the other side. Now, what is A dot A? If I open the bracket, A dot A is A magnitude square. Similarly, B dot B should give you what? B magnitude square. C dot C will give you C magnitude square. Now, if I multiply A with B, it's going to be A dot B only. So this is A dot B plus A dot C, A dot C plus C, and then B got exhausted. A got exhausted, and B with A will give you B dot A. Now B with C will give you B dot C, and then we have more C dot A and C dot B. C dot B. is equal to what? 0. Now check here, I can replace these values. I can replace these values with 1. As you can see, these are given as a unit vector. So A magnitude is 1. So I'll write 1 plus 1 plus 1 for this. Now, other things you need to think about is this is A dot B and B dot A is equal, as you know, the scalar product, right? A dot B is equal to, but that you have to mention in the exam that A dot B is equal to B dot A. So I can write this as, I can write this together as 2 times A dot B. And same way I can write the others as 2 times B dot C, right? And lastly, it is 2 times C dot A. That is equal to 0. Now finding this is what? 3, and I'm going to take 2 common from these. So it results to give you how much? 2 times A dot B plus B dot C and plus C dot A is equal to how much? Minus 3, transposing this to the other side. Now in one more step, we are going to end this sum by transposing 2 to the other side. So if I do this in this step only, if I take this 2 to the other side, it will be divided by 2. So this is what we had to get. I can see now, this is what we have to get. And we got its value as how much? Minus 3 over 2. In the next question, it says write the value of the following, which is I cross j plus k plus j cross I plus k and plus k cross I plus j. Now let's begin with what we have first. So first we'll write, we have this. Now the formula, the multiplication rule that you'll be applying is this only. That is I cross j is what? It should be k. J cross k cap should give you, if you move in this way, anti-clockwise, j cross k will give you I. And if I have to get k cross I, right, is going to be j. But if you move in the reverse way, like say, for example, if I go by the other way, that is I cross k, it should give you minus j. K cross j should give you minus I. This is what we have to keep in mind. And that's what I'm doing in the next step over here. As you can see, I'm writing this. First, I apply distributive property, and it's you can figure out this is I cross j plus I cross k plus j cross k plus j cross I and k cross I and k cross j, right? Then let's figure out what do we get from this. So for that, let's begin writing with the, what we have next is this. So you can see from here, I can replace I cross j. I cross j is what? K. So I'll be writing this as k over here. So this is replaced by k. And before I give a sign, let's figure out what is I cross k, right? It is I cross k, and what is I cross k in the reverse order has to be minus j. So I'll write this as minus j plus, next is j cross k, j cross k, j cross k is what? I. So this is I plus, it's going to be cross over here, right? Then j cross I is j cross I, right? J cross I is what? Minus k. So it's minus k over here. K cross I, you can see, k cross I should give you j. And finally, k cross j should give you minus I. Right. So what you can check here that these get cancelled, minus j plus j, minus k plus k, and I and minus I get cancelled. So it will give you how much? 0. But the reason I have already written in the, this is the reason we spot applied. Similar to the previous question, here also we have to find the projection of this along the vector j here. So what we are going to do, as we did in the previous, so we are going to consider, let's say, if I take let A be this, like the first vector I took as A and the second vector we have taken as B here. So in case if you have to find what A dot B, sorry, projection of A on B, which is given by the relation that it is equal to A dot B, that divided by A dot B divided by B magnitude. And why so? Because we are getting the projection of on B, right? Had it been on projection on A, we'll be dividing it by A magnitude. But over here, we have to get over B. Right. So let's first figure out the way we did. We are going to obtain A dot B. From here, this, if you are going to multiply, there is 0j. I can rewrite this as you know that there is 0I plus 1 time j and plus 0 time k. So simply what you have to do is to multiply j with this. So we are going to get A dot A as 1. Further, we have to get B magnitude. B is what? Modulus of 1 square, which is 1 only. Under root, you should know that if I have to find this is what you will get. Now we have to just plug in these values. A dot B, A is 1 and B magnitude is also 1. So that results to give you 1 over here. Now in this question, it says the projection of this vector on this vector. So we have to get the projection of the one vector over the another. So what we are going to do here, let's say if I consider first vector as say vector A over here, right? And the other vector as vector B. I wrote one, that should be vector B, right? I took this vector as the other vector as B vector, right? And what we know about the projection of a vector along the other vector, right? So projection of one vector, let's say projection of A on B should come as what? It should be A dot B, vector A dot B, that divided by, it's on B, so it should be that divided by B magnitude. So let's first find out A dot B. If I have to get A dot B, I'll get the dot product of these two vectors. So that is 2 into 1 will be what? 2. Now 3 into minus 3 is what? Minus 9. And 7 into 6 is positive 42. So A dot B, we can get this as how much? This is minus 7 plus that's 35. Now further, we also have to get B magnitude. So B magnitude is what? The magnitude of this vector, which is equal to whole under root 2 square, which is 4, 3 square, minus 3 square is 9, and plus 6 square is 36. So this is under root 27, 49. So that is equal to 7. Now simply we are going to replace these values here. I'm replacing A dot B as how much? It is coming as 35, and that divided by B magnitude, which is 7. On simplifying, we are getting as how much? We are getting this as 5, right? 7, 5 times is 5 here. Now in this question, we are given A and B are two unit vectors such that A plus B is also a unit vector. Then we have to find the angle between A and B. So let's write on the information first. We have A as well as B unit vectors, so their magnitude will be equal to 1. Further, we have A plus B is a unit vector, so its magnitude also will be 1, whole magnitude. We have to find the angle between them. Let's say theta is the angle between them. So what we will do first, we will first find its square. Like if I find its square, and using this relation that A magnitude square is what? A dot A. So I can write A plus B whole magnitude as A plus B dot A plus B, which is equal to 1 square. Now check here, if I multiply A with A, it's going to be A dot A plus A dot B plus B multiplied by A, B dot A, and plus B dot B is equal to 1. Now, once we have done this, what we know that A dot A is what? A magnitude square. So I can replace this with A magnitude square. Further, you can see that we are given what? That, this value is given 1 that we can do in the later step. A dot B is same as B dot A. So I can write this as 2 times A dot B, and B magnitude is what? B dot B is B magnitude square. Now we must provide the reason that this dot is commutative. and that's why A dot B is equal to B dot A. This you have to provide the reason here. Next, I'm going to replace A magnitude with 1. Let's say if I replace this also, or let's first write on in the correct order. I'll replace B magnitude square as also 1 from here. Now this 1 get cancelled here, so what we get, A dot B will come as what? If I transpose 1 to the other side, it's minus 1 over 2. Now next we have to get the angle. So what I'll do, I'll apply the formula of A dot B. So what is A dot B is equal to, this is A magnitude into B magnitude, that multiplied by cos theta. So this can be replaced with what? Half. That's what we have got. I replace this with half. A magnitude, which is 1, and B magnitude, no, it's not half, it's minus half. This is cos theta. So you know that for this you have to think that cos theta is half when theta is what? Theta is how much? 60 degree, right? Pi by 3. But then we have to get minus half. So cos theta will be minus half when theta is equal to what? Pi minus pi by 3. Right. So theta comes out to be how much? 2 pi by 3. So we'll declare as this to be the answer, or the angle between them, between A and B, should come as 2 pi by 3. In this question, we are given A and B as perpendicular vectors. Further, A plus B whole magnitude is given as 13. A magnitude as 5. We have to find the value of B magnitude. Now, first of all, A and B are perpendicular vectors. This means what? That its dot product is 0. That is A dot B is equal to 0. Now, next we have A plus B whole magnitude is given as 13. So what we can see, that if I write A plus squaring both sides, I get this as 169. Now, using this formula that A magnitude whole square is A dot A. So similarly, I can write A plus B whole magnitude as A plus B vector dot A plus B. Well, it is necessary to put a vector sign. I may or may not give, is equal to 169. Now I'll do multiplication. Next is A dot A, right? A multiplied by A is what? A dot A. Then we have A dot B plus B dot A, and then finally B dot B, which is equal to 169. This is 169. Now what we know, that A magnitude, A dot A is what? A magnitude whole square. So I'll put this as whole square. Now check from here what is given, that these two are perpendicular vectors. So A dot B is equal to 0. And we know that A dot B is same as A dot B is equal to B dot A due to the commutative law of multiplication for scalar. So this is also 0. Now we have A magnitude, B magnitude whole square as B dot B is equal to 169. Now what we are given the value of A magnitude, right? From here you can see that A magnitude whole square can be replaced with 25. So if I have to get B magnitude whole square, what I'll say, that it should be equal to 169 minus this is 25. That results to give you B magnitude square as 169 minus, that's 144. So B magnitude comes out to be 12, and not plus minus 12 as it is we are looking for its magnitude, and magnitude is always positive.